Tap the screen. Okay. It was tap the screen. Now just click over there. Yep. Hello, hello, and good morning, everybody. How we doing out there? Thank you for joining me. As always, it's nice to see you. Connecticut Medical Marijuana Clinic, Compound Concentration Coffee. We are here. We're up. I know, we're finally on the air. It's your SunDaze edition. How you doing out there? Getting reports at I-84 eastbound in Hartford, Connecticut. A motor vehicle accident, multi-vehicles. Between exits 49 and 50, the two right lanes are closed. Also, Morris, Connecticut, Route 61 northbound, closed between Esther's Road and Allen White Road due to a truck accident. It's a box truck versus pole. So, avoid the areas, everybody. Once again, we are talking I-84 eastbound in Hartford, Connecticut. A motor vehicle accident reported, multi-vehicles. Between exits 49 and 50, two right lanes closed. Morris, Connecticut, Route 61, closed between Esther's Road and Allen Wright. Wow, try that one more time. As I reach for my coffee. Allen White Road, because of a truck accident. It's a box truck versus pole. Get my coffee in me and get me going. So, it is 71 degrees already here on the grounds of the compound in Orange, Connecticut. We're going to get up in the mid-70s today. Going to see overcast, cloudy, dreary, drab, and then depending upon where you're at, you're going to see some rain. This goes into tomorrow too, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. I don't like starting the week out that way either. I like to have nice sunny weather. However, it goes Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, I'm hoping the storm tracks and goes away from us. I'm going to watch it more, of course. Fridays, Saturday, Sundays, long-range forecast into next weekend. You're going to see some nice sunny weather. take a look at. I do believe I saw news of email sitting in here. There we go. We'll give the store a little a little prop. The Pennsylvania Lottery saying an unusually lucky store in Montgomery County sold a $379,545 jackpot winning ticket just 2 weeks after selling a $1.4 million ticket. Lottery officials saying that the Family Financial Centers, a small store in Norristown, sold a campground cash fast pay ticket that scored the game's $379,000 one. That winning ticket was sold just under 2 weeks after a fast cash fever ticket sold at the same store September 10th, earning $1.4 million. Now, the store received a $500 bonus for selling the more recent winner and a $10,000 bonus for selling the previous jackpot winner. There you go. Who knows? Hit it up while it's still good. All right, let's continue on with some more music, shall we? Shut down. A little dark lit. Austin Woodward and Adam Griffith. What is up over there, YouTubers? Thank you for joining us, as always. I see 6 of you. Hi. Facebookers, I see 2 over there. What's up, y'all? Compound Concentrates and Coffee, Orange, Connecticut. Kicking back for this SunDaze. It is the 27th of September. Man, where the fuck did September go? What's up, Aaron? How you doing today? Now, since we did get on the air 10 minutes late, actually late today, JC's Power Hour will start at 10 after 11. But don't you worry, never fear, JC will soon be here. My buddy. I got my boy. You're a good boy. Yes, sir. This is Silent Way. Hey, Chris, how are you? Thanks for joining us over here on YouTube. Yeah, once again, any day, I mean, I try to look at it. If I can open my eyes, if I'm breathing and I can get out of bed, well, it's a start to a great day. Right? Wherever it goes, it's up to me. Cheers, all. So what's going on today? Anybody have anything going on their agendas? Anything planned? Or just absolutely nothing at all? But again, it's Sunday, it's football, so I understand if your only thing is to sit on your couch and turn on your TV. I get it. Against the newly appointed LA Rams today. Ooh, that's up. Nice deer stand. Hell yeah. Nice. That sounds like a good plan. Sit and chill's also good. I was gonna say, you're putting up a deer stand. Do you do it just to chill, or are you a hunter? I've been checking things out. I know in Maine, got deer season, bear, moose, which comes in, spring wild turkey, fall wild turkey, the upland and migratory birds which come through, ruffed grouse, bobwhite quail, pheasant, woodcock, common snipe, ducks, geese, sea ducks, sora, Virginia rails, crows, gray squirrels, of course, snowshoe hare, bobcat, fox, raccoon, skunk, possum, coyote, night. You can do those in night hunts or day. Coyote, woodchuck, porcupine, red squirrel, spruce grouse, lynx, cottontail rabbit. All right, let's see. What's up, Kendall? Oh, okay, I gotcha. What are you using for a rifle? I mean, just kind of curious. Again, I'm actually looking at, I have to purchase a couple myself. I want to get a rifle, of course, and then I'm probably going to go like a 10 gauge. That was Silent Way. Again, Austin Woodward kicking off our shows, as he does every single day. Yeah, 7 days a week, Compound Concentrates and Coffee bringing music your way. Over 3 years now, and counting. We aren't going anywhere. Now, jumping over under the hood. Little Secret Agent 23 skidoo, a little hip-hop just for you.
Yo, what's real? You walking on the ground with blood spill. The dirt ain't even dry. It's mud still. The truth is a buzzkill. But if it won't save you,
oh, nice. Okay. See, again, bolt action was what I was looking at. Last time I owned anything in that regard, it was a Remington 30-06 actually. I don't know if people saw the video I posted, and I mean this thing was just pretty much a baby. But the big ass moose that was running alongside the truck when we were up in Maine, like literally the first time that we were there and we went in and we checked out the property, this big ass moose comes running, and he was playing. You could see him literally kicking his feet, having fun. But it was like, wow, okay, nice way to be welcomed. Yeah, see, 30-30s are nice. Absolutely. And yeah, no, it was so funny watching this moose literally welcome us. And it was just so playful, just so, like, you know, carefree. And I'm like, man, whatever you do, don't kick the truck. Yeah, honestly, if I could get my hands a hold of another 30-06, boy, I'd grab it in a heartbeat. You know, but 30-30s for sure. No, you can't go wrong. I mean, just as long as you treat your piece right, keep it clean, you know, it's going to treat you beautifully. Beautifully. I'm actually also looking forward to doing some bow hunting. I like doing that as well. Break out a compound, or I mean, hell, I have a crossbow, but I know the crossbow. I actually have to check, because I know certain places crossbows are actually illegal to hunt with. They consider them, you know, it's not sporting. I mean, there's nothing to it. You literally aim, you pull the trigger, and that thing's there. I mean, let's see. What am I gonna do next? We had a little hip hop for you. How about a little Johnny Hewlett? Nope, that's slow. Slow's gotta go. All right, what the hell? Heavy Gravel Guild, you say? Sure, I can play that George Lynch tune. It's a brand new one. It's called Rome. See, nice, yeah. Again, I like hunting with bows. I mean, sure, rifles are good, you know. It's kind of hard to, honestly, it's kind of hard to miss, especially if you have a good scope. And bow's more of a challenge. I mean, to me, you know, I like that. You're not aiming directly at the deer. So many people don't understand that. Like, no, you guys need to go to the right, you need to go up a little bit, depending upon where this thing is. If it's on a hill, you need to adjust even more. I love that challenge. I mean, I've literally been bow hunting on and off since I was a teenager. A teenager. I was a preteen and I was hunting with people in my family, but didn't do a lot of it. I mean, my uncles, my cousins, man, you want to talk people who like really love their bow hunting? Oh yeah. Now, bear over in Maine, They allow 2 per year, one by hunting and one by trapping. Now, of course, general hunting seasons are in. They have Youth Bear Day, get your kids involved. They have hunting with dogs, hunting with bait, different dates. Yeah. Bear trapping, of course. Oh, yeah. No, I 100% agree. Absolutely. No bear there, huh? No, I agree, though. I love kicking back in nature.
Fucking asshole!
No, I really do. Gotta love the stuff in the background over here.
Oh my god!
Yeah, just recently, myself and my son purchased 41 acres. We have a 41-acre estate in Maine.
Rickety crackety!
So we are in prime area. The state of Maine dubbed our location the $1 Million View. So looking forward to getting in there, getting the cabin built and set up, getting the A-frame set up. We're doing a nice outdoor kitchen area. 41 acres. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hunting that. Let's see. I got a track coming up. I had a few people who like it. The artist is Low V. Now, I make the comment because to me it just cracks me up, especially when talking about the music industry. The song's called Industry Standards. The music industry doesn't have any standards. And thank you. Now, and what I love, it's not like an odd, weird kind of squiggly shape, for the property. It's a big 41 acres. We have our own pond. Spring wild turkeys in Maine can be hunted with bow and arrow, crossbow, or shotgun. And then fall wild turkeys, it's bow and arrow or shotgun, no crossbow. See, there we go. Alright, so I can use it, I just can't use it throughout the entire year. Cool. as we wrap up industry standards, the artist Low V. Gonna do a little Jennabell, JENNAHBELL.com if you dig what you hear. Tune's called Can't Help It. Then this will lead us into, well, we got your JC's Power Hour coming up. So after this tune, I'll be doing a little plaid pants in peril, and I get to watch her jump through the door. It's pretty amusing.
You push and you pull, I follow your lead. Fast and then slow, my heart is picking up speed, making me wait till I'm on my knees. My body might burst and you keep teasing 'cause you know I want you. I could fall into you like a swimming pool. But inside I'm wishing you would make a move.
I love the soft lilting voice of my little woman, don't you?
Daydreaming of you. Can't eat, can't sleep, feel like a fool. Can't help it, you get to me. Can't help it, you get to me. Can't help it, you get to me. Get to me. Can't help it, you get to me. Can't help it, you get to me. Can't help it, you get to me. Get to me. My words come untied, heart is unwound, my skin is on fire whenever you come around. Hate that I wait by the telephone, so easy for you, and you just hit me 'cause you know you won't lose. Put it all in for you, I feel like a fool. Crazy daily, I'm daydreaming of you. Can't eat, can't sleep, feel like a fool. Can't help it, you get to me. Can't help it, you get to me. Can't help it, you get to me. Get to me. Can't help it, you get to me. Can't help it, you get to me. Can't help it, you get to me. Get to me. Can't help it, you 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 get to me.
All right. Like I said, that tune bringing you into Little Global Genius. For the next hour, I will be turning over the console. The little woman's going to sit here. She talks sports. She talks more. She knows what she's talking about, too, let me tell you. Where's your toy, buddy? He gets so excited. He's like, come here, Brutus. Come on. She didn't jump through the door today. I'm rather.
She's not feeling good. Find it? You got it.
All right, everybody. Like I said, I'm going to leave you in capable hands for the next hour as she talks sports and more. I have the NFL up.
Smell like coffee.
Yeah, I'm going.
What about
people. Say good morning, Chase. Yes, I love you too. Yes, I love you too.
I'll figure you for a cup of coffee, and I know you like that. Take care of your mommy there, kiddo.
It's like I'm kissing as much as I can. Have to dance to my theme music after all. And as we all know, that was Plaid Pants and Peril, Chase and I's theme song. As I'm getting one or two kisses over here. Good SunDaze morning to all and everyone. For those who do not know, I am JC. This is JC's Power Hour. What does JC's Power Hour entail? Power! No. Okay. JC's Power Hour, I talk quick recap or preview of sports going on in the realm. Who's doing what? What's going on? What are the highlights of the day? What are the big things we could be looking on? Do I focus an awful lot on football? Damn right, I love football. So yes, I focus an awful lot on football. But there are other sports. I try to catch a lot of highlights. I try to do what I can. If you have questions, concerns, opinions, want my opinion on something, throw it on out there. I shall give you an answer to the best of my abilities. God knows sometimes my abilities ain't so good, but you know, we do what we do. We are what we are. And we try. Alright, was that a little bit much? I don't know. I think the caffeine kicked in. I don't know. I just sucked down a Pepsi already, so maybe the caffeine kicked in and I'm losing what little mind I have. You know, anything is possible. But reality is reality. It is SunDaze. It is Football Sunday. It is also pay-per-view Sunday for the WWE. So it is a banner day, let me tell you. We have Clash of the Champions tonight, and we have a ton of football during the day. Technically there is football at night, but you know, usually the pay-per-view will take precedence over it. Excuse me, usually. Sometimes. If, you know, something like my Steelers game comes on, I tend to, you know, wander to the Steelers game. But since I'm not playing tonight, we're good. And it's the pay-per-view actually starts right at 7 o'clock, which makes it a really good time because that's right around when most of the games end. So, you know, it just rolls right in nicely. So, I mean, that works out pretty darn good, don't you think? I think so. On top of that, we are also, what are we also doing? I am hitting the wrong tabs over here. I'm okay. Sorry, I am not used to this keyboard, so please deal with my, struggling for a moment as I have a dog on my lap and pulling things up. And yeah, I have a dog killing me. Hi. Yeah, stuff. Thank you. Good Lord. But there is hockey and basketball playoffs and everything going on, and I don't follow them near enough to give good highlights on. But we are at the very end of a very shortened baseball season, and we are getting down to the last few games. We are getting to the point where we have the postseason seedings, as it were. There are people who have clinched their division title already. Let me see. Who do we have that has clinched the title? Tampa Bay has clinched their title. The Oakland A's has clinched theirs. The Los Angeles Dodgers have clinched theirs. The Atlanta Braves have clinched, and the Chicago Cubbies. Look at them little Cubbies. I said they were playing strong this whole year. They've clinched their title, so they're good to get. They're good to go. The others who have clinched a postseason berth, for those who don't know technical terms, basically the guys who were definitely Chris Berman doesn't have to put up with this. The ones who have definitely clinched a playoff berth, and yeah, forgive me for my little glasses thingy here, but I am making an appointment for new glasses, and I'm old, so deal with it. The Chicago White Sox have definitely have a spot in the playoffs. The Minnesota Twins definitely have a spot in the playoffs. The New York Yankees definitely have a spot in the playoffs. And you know what? I'm a Yankees fan, and the way they've been playing this past week, I don't know how they still have a spot in the playoffs. But obviously, other people have been sucking worse than we have this week. So I am more than content to say sometimes that my team is screwing up and they have to get the hell out of this slide when we get into the playoffs. But they're in. Don't know how, but they're there. And we're going to move forward. The Houston Astros are in the playoff berth as it looks. The Cleveland and Toronto are in the wild card spots. These can change some. Like I said, the only ones who there are a little changes that can be had here and there, but not too much. The San Diego has also gotten themselves into a spot. Miami is in. Cincinnati is in. Wild card spots, or should I say people in contention that have not been guaranteed yet. In the National League will be St. Louis, Milwaukee, San Francisco. The Phillies are still trying to hang on, and hey, how about them Mets? They're still trying to hang on. not completely outside their own possibility, but they're in that along the Colorado, Washington, Arizona, and Pittsburgh Pirates. They are all in the outside. Need a little help, could possibly get in. You never know. It depends on how bad everybody else falters. Blah 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 blah. The same deal over in the American League. We have Seattle, Los Angeles Angels, Kansas City, Baltimore, Detroit. The Red Sox way behind, and Texas way further behind. Again,
We got high hopes.
you need them. They are on the outside. They've been trying to push a little more, but I believe I'd have to double check the schedule. But I believe by the end of this week we'll know for sure. I think by the end of the week everybody is done. I know that there were a couple of makeup games and whatnot, from weather delays and lockdown delays. But yeah, over the next couple of days, the last of the games are going to be played. So the wild card, I believe, should be on the 29th or the 30th. So we only got a couple of days worth of regular season games. So anybody who's on that outer cusp needs like a lot of help. Needs like everybody else to lose. But yeah, come next week, we're going to actually be talking about, who's going towards the World Series. So, holy moly. It was a very short season, a very, a season that's certainly going to go in the record books, asterisk. But, it is what it is, and we're doing what we can in a week, in a week like no other. So I mean, you just have to deal with what it is and see who wants it the most, because really the amount of games being played right now, if it was a regular season, we wouldn't even be to the All-Star break yet. So, we're going to have a season, playoffs, and a World Series in less than what a normal half season is. So, it's definitely been a trying year. It's definitely been a challenging year. But more and more people are we're just trying to get back to normal. We're just trying to, figure out what normal is anymore. And, part of that is moving forward. And we will. And we'll get there. Don't you worry. We got this. Right, Chase? Right. Exactly. Now then, there is so much to do, so much I gotta hit on. Let's talk wrestling for a few minutes before we get into this week's picks for week 3 in the NFL. Like I said, tonight is Clash of Champions, so obviously by the name, every match every match done has championship indications. There is no match that does not have some title attached to it, per the name. There's a couple of matches that I think will stand out and there's a couple that, the storyline needs a little help. um, One that I think the storyline kind of needs help is Bobby Lashley going up against Apollo Crews for the United States Championship. There's no real good storyline back here. I don't think they know what the hell to do with Bobby Lashley. I really don't. He's a big, strong, good wrestler. Not not a high flyer by any means, but he's just a good powerhouse. But they just don't know what to do with him. The whole storyline of him, stealing Rusev's girl, and God knows they've done that and done it and done it a million times, and they'll do it a million times more. But it just, It didn't really fly, and now that supposedly they're still together, they're not even really pushing that storyline too much, and I think they're trying to back themselves out of it. I mean, Lashley and Cruz are both really good technical wrestlers, so from a wrestling standpoint, it can be, they can put on a good match as far as just the wrestling, but as far as storylines, they need to just pick somebody that's going to win this one and just move on and think of a better storyline for these guys. It's just not going anywhere. For the Raw Women's Championship, Asuka is taking on Zelina Vega in what, I don't know, kind of feels to me like another one of the kind of forced storylines, just kind of pushed storylines. I mean, if it tells you anything, Asuka of all people, last I saw, that match is going to be in the kickoff, and which is basically used to be pretty much a throwaway match, and Asuka's like really one of the best around, and the fact that they're using Asuka as a kickoff match has to say something. I mean, that I don't think that they have their doubts of her talent. I think it's, they haven't made a big enough match for her, so they just want to get it out of the way. The Raw Tag Team Championship is the Street Profits versus Andre and Angel. These guys are good and very electric, both teams, in the ring. Again, the storylines are kind of weak, but they make up for it in ring. They're very, for lack of a better word, they're very feisty in the ring. They're very energetic. Their matches usually go pretty quickly and pretty powerfully, so that one could be interesting to watch, definitely. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship is I'm not even gonna say his first name. Nakamura and Cesaro, which is an interesting. They really need, not to say anything against Shinsei at all, but if you're gonna put Shinsei and Cesaro together, you need to just back out of that and put Cesaro and Sheamus back together, because that was a better tag team, the two of them. And right now Sheamus is just floundering around out there with no real direction. Now, if that's because Sheamus is hurt and they're just working around an injury, fine. But they took him away from the tag team way before, these past couple of weeks where he seems to be floundering. So I think They just really need to do something better with him. That being said, Shinsei and Cesaro are in a tag team match with the Lucha House Party. And this one, I think, is going to be the next group that's going to be just falling apart. You know, the fallout, the oh my god, I can't stand you, the turn, whatever. The Lucha House Party is not showing signs of being very content with each other, to say the least. So this is going to be the next, flip. Whether it's this week or not, I don't know, but the Women's Tag Team Championship is another weird tag team combination, where they always try to take the most incongruent pair and throw them together, and that's pretty much what Nia Jackson and Shayna Baszler are. But those two are huge powerhouses, and going up against the Riot Squad and any real, again, we know that real is scripted, but in any reality, those two should be able to beat the living hell out of the Riot Squad, in plain English. But they haven't been together that long, so they might give Nia and Shayna excuse me, they might give them the win, just to keep them going for a little while longer to see if it works. See how much they want to see if this thing works out. I don't know that they're going to keep it go much longer, but another one where I can't stand the storyline. I can't stand how they changed the characters. We all know that, months ago Bayley did her heel turn and supposedly is the bad guy, which, by the way, she sucks at. She has no real mic skills, and she was much better as the bouncy, continuously happy, perky little psycho than trying to be this evil little creature, because she doesn't pull it off. Some people don't do well in certain roles. She does not pull off the bad guy character well at all. She just doesn't. She betrayed her quote-unquote best friend Sasha, which I honestly thought would go the other way around. I thought Sasha would be tired of her, but it reversed. And now she is fighting Nikki Cross, who, again, Nikki Cross came out when her character was new. She came out with a much better persona than what she is now. She was like the full of hyper craziness that worked for her, and now it's just not there anymore. So now with this match, what we're gonna have to look for is either Sasha coming out and backstabbing Bayley, or in a real twist, not outside the realm of possibility, but coming out and actually helping Bayley to say, to do that pathetic little storyline, see, you stabbed me in the back, but I still love you type of bullshit. I'd be disappointed, but something is telling me that might happen. I would still be disappointed. The other thing you gotta kind of watch for is Nikki's quote-unquote best friend Alexa Bliss because apparently Alexa Bliss is starting to go to the, insane side, along with the Fiend. So she might come out, and again, she could help Nikki or she could hurt her. There's two wild cards that could play off of this match. So there's a lot of unknowns you have to watch for in this match. Now the three that I think the three best matches of the night are going to be, and of course they're with the more experienced guys and the more powerful guys. The WWE Championship, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton in an ambulance match. Honestly, it's hard for me to pick who I want to win this one because I like both. I have always liked Randy Orton, even when he's played the bad guy against, one of my favorites, either Triple H or Undertaker, which he's done to both. He plays a wonderful bad guy. He could be a wonderful antagonist and a wonderful, evil guy. And that's one of the reasons that he's 90% of the time, the bad guy, the backstabber, whatever. Because he plays it beautifully. And he does do that little stealth into the ring for the RKO thing very well. And it works for him. He doesn't have to be the happy-go-lucky, oh, I'm a good guy. He doesn't have to do that. Because he makes this work. So I can't say that I would be disappointed if he beat Drew. I wouldn't be disappointed completely if Drew won either, because I think, Drew is a younger, as far as experience, competitor. And I think he's really good. And in another match, I would definitely be on Drew's side. But I had this debate with Randall yesterday. I kind of leaning towards Randy because, he's pretty much the only guy active right now from the Attitude Era, from, my favorite time with all the guys. And, got a soft spot for him. So probably wouldn't be disappointed in either. Being that it's an ambulance match, and especially in that kind of a match where they could do anything, it certainly could go anywhere. But Randy has more experience in being devious like this, so I kind of give the edge to him just a little. Teeny tiny bit. The Universal Championship match is a cousin versus cousin match. Roman Reigns with his new, I don't even want to call him manager, part of me wants to call him sidekick almost, but, with his new buddy, how's that? Paul Heyman. Going up against Jey Uso. They're making it into this big, it's this big family thing, Roman's always been the more successful one, the more provider one, the more everything in the family one. Jey has always kind of, not so much of a shadow, but has been, like he said, what people say to me, which one are you, type of thing. So, kind of feeling the I'm not my own guy type of thing. I am half of the twins type of thing. Blah, blah, blah. That type of thing. He wants to be, the big dog, as it were. Which we all want to be the big dog at one point in our lives, I suppose. But whether he has it enough to actually beat Roman, I'm not 100% sure. Also because with Roman having, I guess we could call it going to the dark side, having Heyman on his side, it's not outside the realm possibility of, a dirty play, a gouge of the eye or something just to, get that extra hit in. Stealing water. Sorry, Chase. God forbid I make you uncomfortable. Now, the other match, which, hey, the other match, which I'm not sure which one they're going to put as the last one, because it could be, I mean, the ambulance match could get kind of roughhouse and need it to be the last match. The Roman versus Jey Uso could be the emotional end, so they make that the last match. Or it could be this match. The only reason I'm going to say this won't be the last one is because this is the Intercontinental Championship, and the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship are higher ranked, and a lot of times that's why they put those as the, big match. No, I'm not spoiling my dog at all. So that being said, another match that can be a really good one, and I'm just gonna be so upset if it ends in a bad way. Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn in an Intercontinental Triple Threat ladder match. Now they're calling it a winner take all match. They're calling it a winner take all match because, slight backstory. Sami Zayn was the Intercontinental Champion. He got injured. He had to give up the championship because he had to go rehab. Blah 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 blah. They did all the matches and they fought for it. And Jeff Hardy ended up landing as the new champion. Sami Zayn comes back and basically says, I absolutely refuse to accept Jeff as the Intercontinental Champion, and he's walking around with his own championship belt. He's like, I'm the champion because I had to give it up, but now that I'm back, I'm the champion again, and blah blah blah, and blue blue blue, and we all know that that's not the way it works, but they're letting him do this, and they're letting this storyline go. Why? I have absolutely no clue. Except for the fact that I know that once in a while they like to do things just to be annoying. So, here we are. And so this is where it has gone. It's, been the past few weeks. I'm the tag team champion. No, wait. Wrong story. I'm the champion. Sammy, interfering in matches both with AJ and with Jeff, and talking trash about them and doing this and doing that, and just really being an antagonist and quite annoying. Really annoying. But so this is gonna quote unquote settle it. Now I say quote unquote because if Sammy doesn't win, you know he's just going to keep spouting for the next few weeks that for whatever reason, whatever reason he didn't win, he should have won, blah, blah, blah. I sincerely hope, because of his experience in ladder matches and his skill and who he is, I sincerely hope Jeff Hardy walks away with this title. I hope he just shuts them both up and shows, not only that he is healthy, but that he is still the guy who could do this, and he is still the guy who dominates these ladder matches. That's the way this should end, in my opinion. This is the way it should end. Second scenario is AJ Styles winning, more than likely, taking advantage of somebody doing a dick move or whatever. I want Jeff Hardy to win. I could tolerate AJ Styles winning. If Sami Zayn wins, I may throw something at the TV. I'm not even lying. I can't fathom them letting this panty ass win. But of course, that's why they might do it. I'm hoping that they're smart enough not to, but you never know. So that is my rundown. I think there's going to be some good games there, or good matches there, I should say. Now leave us talk week 3 in football, shall we? Let's talk. Why not? What the hell? Even though I don't predict the Thursday night game, I will talk about it. And I'm going to talk to you. I'm shocked. The Dolphins actually won. Like 31-13. I'm not saying the Jaguars are, this whole peaches and cream type of team. But the Dolphins, they pulled out a win away from home. Miracle! Miracle upon miracles. But miracles are a thing. Let's get into my picks, shall we? Again, I'm also trying to figure out which is going to be my bookie bet of the week. We all know the bookie bet of the week, right? Where the home team should absolutely win and somehow they lose. I mean, technically that could have been the Jaguars, if the Jaguars are playing a little stronger. Doop 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 boo boo. Boo 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 boo. Well, first game, very near and dear to my heart. Steelers at home against the Texans. Again, not completely going with this just because they're mine, but I am taking the Steelers with this. Texans are not to be taken lightly, though, because I do think and again, we've gotten caught in this more times than I like to admit, but if we play down to them because we think we're going to win, that's how we'll lose. Because even though they're 0-2, they are a lot stronger than most 0-2 teams. It's going to be a very entertaining game because 3 brothers of the same family are going to be playing in this game. Second time this has happened, and both times it involved the Steelers. The last time it was 2 guys on the Bills and 1 guy on the Steelers. Now it's 2 guys on the Steelers and 1 guy on the Texans in the Watt brothers. I don't know what the Watt family does, but they make some really big, strong defensive guys, and the Texans' defense is not to be poo-pooed at. So we're gonna have to be slick and we're gonna have to be strong. And what would make me very comfortable is if we get a couple of quick scores and get out ahead quickly, and then have our defense protect the lead. Ben is becoming more and more comfortable as the games go on. He has a plethora of weapons to use. I do feel comfortable that they should win, but nothing is a guarantee. But I am picking them. You know, if the Bengals were playing stronger, I would say that this would be my bookie bet of the week. But I can't guarantee the Bengals winning. I think they're gonna, because the Eagles are playing horribly. But the Bengals are playing horribly too, but slightly better than the Eagles, I guess. I mean, they're both having issues. But, yeah. The Eagles are the Eagles make me nervous because they have big leads and then they blow their leads. So it's their defense is not up to snuff right now. So Niners and the Giants. Giants are home. The only reason I'm hesitating is how beat up the Niners are. They beat the Jets last week, but there were several memes out there basically saying at what cost, did they win? Because last week was bad, man. Everybody was getting beaten up, and I'm just terrified. I got my shields up around my Steelers, and I just don't want anybody to get hurt. But, it's the only reason I'm hesitating. How they're playing on paper and how they're playing, the Niners should win this game. Because the Giants are just... They're doing exactly what they did to Eli. Now they've got a good young quarterback, and they're not backing him up. The same thing that they were doing to Eli, and they were blaming Eli. Oh, it's his fault. It's his fault. Okay. Kick him out, bring in this new kid who is very talented, and now they're doing the same thing to the kid. So now whose fault is it? Is it his fault? Are you going to blame your quarterback again? Or are you going to start making improvements to your line, improvements, to your receivers? If I was a quarterback, I couldn't begin to explain how much it would piss me off if I'm hitting the guys in the numbers and they're just literally dropping the ball. I can't begin to imagine how frustrating that is. I mean, once in a while, sure, you're going to drop. I mean, you can't catch everything. It'd be nice, but you can't catch everything. But, I'm going to take the Niners. There was that little hesitation there because the Giants are home, and they do have talent, but the Giants I thought they were going to come back last week. I thought that, after us beating them, I thought they were going to be a little mad. I thought they were going to regroup, and they were going to be like, okay, we'll show you. They showed us, all right. Yep, they showed us that I am not taking them over the Niners. No way. Last week was different. Not taking them over the Niners, even the beat-up Niners. Part of me wants to make this my bookie bet, because again, if you do not remember, the bookie bet is something I do in honor of my dad, because my dad basically was of the belief every home team should win. You should not lose if you are home. that goes on the assumption that, there's a home team that really should win that I think is going to lose. I'm not gonna make this the bookie bet. I'm not. It's just it's too probable that the home team is gonna lose. So I'm not gonna. I know which one I'm gonna make as the bookie bet. So forget everything I just said. And as much as Brian will hate this pick, I'm taking the Raiders to win. Anybody who thinks he doesn't listen to me. He listens. And I'm not picking the Raiders just to piss you off. You're not playing you. They're playing the Patriots. You're playing them later in the season, not this week. Sheesh. I mean, the Patriots did win last week, no lie, but the Raiders are playing, I think, for, lack of anything else, I think the Raiders are a little more in tune with each other, a little more smooth on the field. And so I think it'll be close. I don't think it'll be a blowout, but I do think the Raiders are going to end up 3-0. Now, this one I think might be an upset because the Vikings are underdogs at home. But for whatever reason on God's green earth, I think I'm taking the Vikings this week, even though they are 0-2 against the 2-0 Titans. I am giving them, I don't know why, I am giving them I think this is going to be their week. I think this is going to be their week that they wake up. I think this is going to be their week that they're like, we got to stop this skid. I said all this when I did a preview for. But yeah, I'm a little worried that one's not gonna go my way, but I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take them. I see you laughing out there, Jay. How you doing? Ouch! My dog is killing my leg. Holy moly. Ugh. Here's a game that truly is just two teams that need help. The Washington football team and the Browns. You want to talk about two need help teams. Both are 1-1 though, so they have a clue how to win. I know it's hard to believe, isn't it? They have a little clue on how to win, but when they're playing each other, like, who are you going to take? I'm gonna take the Browns because they're home, and I think there's a little more talent on that team. I don't think they use all their talent wisely, but I think in two lackluster teams, I think the Browns will come up on top, and that's probably like the saltiest compliment I could give them. Now, the 2-0 Rams are taking on the 2-0 Bills. Sheesh. This one I think is this is going to be a high scoring game, and there have been a lot of games, if you're paying attention, that total for the entire game are well over 60, 70 points. There's a lot of teams that are, putting up 30, 35 points, so there are some high scoring games, and I think this is going to be another one. But it'd be nice if there was snow there, and that would really cement it for the Bills. But I do think in a high scoring game, I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be one of those where, a field goal could win it for either team, but I think it's going to be the Bills that walk away with it. The Atlanta Falcons are at home, but they are 0-2, and I don't like to use the word struggling too much in week 3, but a few of these teams are struggling to. I never thought I'd say this, but you could really see in some teams, some of them it hasn't affected as much, so there is a way to do it, but some of the teams have not figured out how to do it. And so some of the teams not having preseason, it has really affected them getting out of the gate. And it's very noticeable. But and the Falcons, I think, are one of the teams that really would have benefited from preseason to, shake the cobwebs off, knock the rust off, figure out what they were doing, remember what a football was, whatever you want to call it. But I do not see the Bears having any problem with the Falcons at all. So, sorry, Atlanta, but in my mind, you are already 0-3. Speaking of another team that I think is already going to be 0-3, the Panthers are at the Chargers. And the Panthers, I don't think they're going to do it. The Chargers aren't playing stupendously. However, they're a little more in sync with each other. And again, I never thought lacking preseason would make the team so lopsided. A lot of it just seems like it affected some of the teams, and the other teams are just like, nah, we're good. So that is straight up on their coaching and what they did in their inter squad practices, because some of them are just really raring to go, and others are like playing like a high school team that's never seen the field. So, but again, we're in week 3, so that rust better shake off really soon for some of these guys. I think one of the teams that's going to shake off the rust, the 0-2 Jets are playing the 1-1 Colts. The Jets have that bad habit of waking up in the fourth quarter. And, Belichick is something, Jay. He's not letting Brady leaving affect him, so I get that. And Cam's fitting in well so far, so absolutely, you have stuff to be happy about, absolutely. But you're 1-1 right now, and by all means, prove me wrong. But I think the Raiders are going to get you. I mean, if they prove me wrong, they prove me wrong. But I think right now the Raiders are a stronger team. I'm not saying that on a, oh, I hate the Patriots thing. I'm saying that on, because I don't have a lot of love for the Raiders either, but I'm saying that as I think the Raiders are playing stronger. Um, 1-1 Cowboys against the 2-0 Seahawks. The Cowboys are, again, one of those teams. They're one of those teams that look good on paper. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened last week. I picked them to win, and they did win. But I don't know what the hell. I mean, seriously, did you watch that game? Did you watch that comeback? Did you watch? I don't even know what to call it. Who do you credit in that? Do you credit the Cowboys for not giving up and coming back like that? Do you credit the other disaster of a team, for the Falcons, for blowing that lead? I mean, is that their new thing? That, not new, but I mean, is that what they're always going to be known for? Is having this lead and just pissing it away? I'm gonna give total credit though. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. Forgive me, but the onside kick that got the ball back for their last drive, that was a thing of beauty. I don't know who came up. I don't know if the kicker himself came up with that. I don't know if he was coached to do that. And if I was the special teams coach for the Falcons and the Falcons let that go, I mean, they basically gave up. They were like, it's never going to go 10 yards. And it did. And just like, you can't give up like that, man. I mean, because the Dallas guys were just following that thing like, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. And as soon as it hit 10 yards, they pounced on that. You have to be one of those Falcon guys that'd be like, I'll pounce on it first. Or you have to grab it beforehand. The Falcons could grab it at any time. But they gave up on it. They just wandered away. You can't do that. What are you doing? Okay. There is somebody standing in the background. My time is up. I'm going to do this really quick. Seahawks are going to beat the Cowboys. God. I can't do it. I can't say it. Broncos are going to wake up and they're going to beat the Buccaneers. I'm saying that. My bookie bet of the week is the Lions somehow recovering and beating the 2-0 Cardinals. I think an upset of the week is going to be Green Bay beating the Saints. I think that's going to be another one of those huge games, tons of scores, all that brouhaha. And on Monday, I think Kansas City is going to find a way to beat the Ravens. Yes, partially because I hate the Ravens, but no, I think Kansas City is going to do it. I think it's going to be a hell of a game, a Monday night game. I think that's a great game to put on Monday night. Those two quarterbacks going up against each other, I think that is going to be phenomenal. I hope you've all enjoyed my ramblings and my babblings. And my co-pilot, Chase with that face. And, the appearance of the other puppet dog.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, God, my knee.
What's the good word?
Steelers. Steelers is very good.
Yeah. What's up, Jay? How are you, man? Nice to see you over there in YouTube land. Facebookers. Get back on over into some music. And it's 12:13. Make sure you packed your roads, you're raring to go, because you got a 20 coming up on you like that, don't you know? And I'm only here until 1 o'clock. I mean, it is football Sunday, so. Let me jump on. All right. Artist Ross Laura featuring My City Glory. It's called Erythral Notes. Let's see what they have. Erythral Notes is what that was called. Again, My City Glory featured on a track with Ross Laura. Look at that. Nice sun coming out. I knew it would be here. Once again, really quick, speaking of, let us see. Current weather. 74 degrees on the grounds of the compound right now in Orange, Connecticut. Humidity 79%. Winds only 6 miles an hour, so it's actually a very nice day. Enjoy it. Now, Secret Agent 23 Skidoo. Tune's called I Still Stand. Features DJ Epic.
DJ Epic on the beats and the cuts. 23 on the floor. Delphine on the SunDaze. Yeah. Emily Rose on the flux and the bows. And this is how it goes. Yeah. Kinda long in the tooth, but every song is the truth. King Kong in the booth. Godzilla style, hot spitter, but a lot in the top. Bitter clock, gorilla, rock spots for mozzarella. Rock pugilist, not new to this. Rock hits while you drop from your mom's uterus. I rock crowds from here to Australia, cause I dropped out some fears that cause failure. The golden age was a strong foundation. Teenagers might think my songs sound ancient, but so what? Develop taste while you grow up, and I'll still be killing these styles when y'all show up. Roots planted deep like Blue Planet. Feels like magic watching you vanish. It's sad when all the fads and trends got you doing backbends with your pads and pens. Yeah, my style wasn't built on sand. I'm rock solid. Mind stay filled with plans plus knowledge. Grind till my skills expand plus my wallet. Demolish your illest jams, just flawless. It's fun like a ceiling fan, just astonished. Every time, feel me, fan, that's a promise. Spotlights are still a man, I'm too stylish. All false till I stand. Till I stand. If rap was religion, I'd spit the catechism, having visions, staying dipped in boom baptism. I preach to the choir that kept the music sacred. Sucker MCs get excommunicated. Watch out, who's rubbing elbows in stealth mode? Oh hell no, it's the shell toe, go and tell pro. When labels only sell what sucks, it's no wonder when the culture self-destructs. But the underground foundation's the cornerstone that make the family connect like Don Corleone. The more you learn respect, the more it's shown. Test tube baby MCs, y'all look poorly cloned. Catch a cab, take it back to the lab. Georgia to the grain, put it on my tab. My dues are paid from all the music made. I probably go out with a bang, cause I refuse to fade. Yeah, my style was
1220, everybody. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
stay filled with plans plus knowledge. Grind till my skills expand plus my wallet. Demolish your illest jams, just flawless. It's fun like a ceiling fan, just astonished. Every time, feel me, fan, that's a promise. Spotlights are still a man, I'm too stylish. All false till I stand. All false till I stand.
Once again, that was called Still I Stand. Featured DJ Epic with Secret Agent 23 Skidoo and some hip hop for you. Now, this tune, little Vault 49, little rock. It's called Reckless Spirit.
Reckless spirit, what have you done? Cracking dream I heard, one by one. reckless spirit. What have you done?
All right, Reckless Spirit, Vault 49. Now, Cy Coonan's Twice the Man. Wonder how our traffic is.
How did I survive it all? Painful truth, many falls. Trusting chance to make it through. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. An invisible point of view. Worth the risk in many games. The adventure wins out all the same. And now you see I'm twice the man I used to be. Half the time left in front of me. How did I connect the dots? Forget me not so long ago. Down a park, forks in the road. 'Cause either way I've come to terms with the debts I owe. Now I can grow to be twice the man I used to be. Half the time left in front of me is twice the view that I used to see. And a common ground around me. What's the reason for the rhyme? I searched for the meaning to be revealed in time. It was raw, but not always dignified. But never superficial, at least I tried to be twice the man I used to be. Half the time left in front of me, twice the view I used to see. Come around me. I survived it all. I'm twice the man I used to be. Half the time left in front of me, twice the view I used to see. Coming round around me, yeah.
There you go, some Cy Coonan. Again, that voice, you know you hear him. You hear him on FM, you hear him on satellite. Yeah, this is just him doing some of his solo stuff. All right, this tune's called Babylon.
The great light of day is coming. A brave new tomorrow is near. We've sailed through the seas of separation, and now we're here. Long live the ages of wonder, forever in the memory of the years. We've walked down the trails of desperation, and now we're here. After the rain is gone, follow the breaking dawn, out to the fading sun, down to Babylon.
go with a little jazz here. A little Brian Whitecomb. Going to jump onto a little country, a little Johnny Hewlin. Again, this goes out to our Christie and anyone else who likes country. The tune's called Burning Gasoline.
It's finally the weekend. Everybody's drinking out on the town, forgetting the 9 to 5. You're nowhere to be found. I've been looking around, trying to find you, hoping you just might wanna take off.
right, jumping over, picking it up just a bit. Nico Fuzz and Toxic. Getting ever closer to kickoff. Getting them out of here at 1 p.m. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Toxic. Again, Nico Fuzz. Let's hit a little Lance Tabor, shall we? We're in the rock category. What's up, Bud Rich? Cheers, man. I'm only on for another 15 minutes. I'm out of here at 1 o'clock. I mean, football Sunday. Hopefully you've had a good morning so far. Cool. How was it? I actually haven't watched or heard anything about it yet. All right, now putting things on the chopping block. Global genius. Little Lycopraxia's Doom for you. Okay. This is called Melville Moore. It's a little Adam Griffith, Austin Woodward, and Shane Roberts. Well, welcome back. I'm getting ready to leave. This song is just about up, and then I have This Is Where I Get Off. I'm out of here at 1 because it's football Sunday. Nice. Alrighty. Well, again, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I do appreciate it. I know the little woman appreciated people hanging out during the power hour. This is where I get off. When this song is done, so are we. You all enjoy yourselves. You be good. You stay safe out there.
Shot the holy woman, got an arm again.
right, everybody. Again, thank you very much for hanging out. I do appreciate it. You be good. You stay safe. You enjoy this day. It's beautiful. It's sunny. It's nice out. If you're not into football, go enjoy yourselves. Do what you got to do, though. Peace, everybody. Much love.